In the heart of the Egyptian desert, where the sands of time have buried countless secrets, stand monuments that defy explanation. For over 4,500 years, they have watched empires rise and fall, silent witnesses to history itself. These are the pyramids, and their story is one of ambition, ingenuity, and enduring mystery. How did a civilization from the dawn of history, armed with only the simplest tools, create structures so vast and so precise that they continue to baffle us today? This is not just a story of ancient kings and their tombs. It is the story of one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements and the mystery of how it was truly accomplished. More than 4,500 years ago, along the fertile banks of the Nile, a new era of construction began. The ancient Egyptians embarked on a project unlike anything the world had ever seen before. This was the age of the pyramid builders. The most iconic of them all, the Great Pyramid of Giza, was a statement of power and eternity. Commissioned by the pharaoh Khufu, it would become the tallest man-made structure on Earth, a title it held for an astonishing 3,800 years. Imagine a building so immense that it remained unsurpassed until the Eiffel Tower was built in the 19th century. But its size is only part of the marvel. The Great Pyramid is composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. Some of the granite beams inside, however, weigh as much as 80 tons, equivalent to a modern locomotive. These stones were cut and placed with such incredible precision that a sheet of paper can barely fit between them. Engineers today, with all our advanced technology, admit that replicating such a feat would be a monumental challenge. The question that has echoed through the ages is simple, yet profound. How did they do it? For centuries, a persistent myth has clouded our understanding of the pyramids. The image of countless slaves, whipped and driven under the brutal desert sun, has been etched into popular culture. But this dramatic picture, while compelling, is not supported by the archaeological record. The truth, it turns out, is far more fascinating. Decades of excavation near the Giza Plateau have unearthed a discovery that completely rewrites this old narrative: the lost city of the pyramid builders. Archaeologists found the remains of a sprawling, well-organized settlement, a bustling town that housed the very people who built these wonders. They found bakeries capable of producing thousands of loaves of bread daily, and evidence of vast quantities of meat and fish being supplied to the workforce. This was not the diet of enslaved people. This was the fuel for a respected, skilled labor force. They were not slaves, but paid workers, citizens of Egypt who contributed their skills to a monumental national project. Digging deeper, archaeologists also discovered their cemetery. The tombs revealed that these workers received medical care. Skeletons show evidence of healed bones, amputations, and even brain surgery, suggesting they were valued individuals whose health was important. This was a project of national pride, a sacred duty performed by skilled artisans, masons, and laborers who came from all over Egypt to serve their pharaoh and their gods. They were building their path to eternity. So if the pyramids weren't built by slaves, how did this organized workforce manage the colossal task of moving stones weighing several tons each? Remember, the ancient Egyptians did not have the wheel for transport. They hadn't invented cranes, and their tools were made of copper and stone, not iron or steel. The challenge seems insurmountable. Yet, their solution was a masterclass in physics and simple, effective technology. Quarries, some located hundreds of miles away, were the source of these massive blocks. Once a block was cut from the bedrock, the real work began. Evidence suggests the Egyptians used massive wooden sledges to haul the stones. But dragging a multi-ton block across dry sand would have been nearly impossible due to friction. A depiction found in the tomb of Jehoiarib from a later period gives us a vital clue. It shows a man pouring liquid in front of a sledge carrying a colossal statue. For years, this was thought to be a purely ritualistic act. But modern experiments have proven its practical genius. Physicists discovered that adding just the right amount of water to sand reduces the friction dramatically. The wet sand creates a firm surface, making it far easier to pull the heavy sledge. It's estimated this simple trick could have cut the required workforce by half. So, teams of men, heaving on ropes, could slide these enormous blocks across the desert landscape. Once the stones reached the construction site, they had to be raised to incredible heights. The most widely accepted theory is that the Egyptians built enormous ramps. These could have been straight ramps, zigzagging ramps that climbed up one face of the pyramid, or spiral ramps that wrapped around the structure as it grew. Each design has its own merits and challenges, and experts are still debating which method or combination of methods was used. It was a slow, deliberate process, turning raw manpower and clever engineering into a mountain of stone. Perhaps the most mind-boggling aspect of the pyramids is not their size, but their unbelievable precision. The Great Pyramid of Giza is an absolute marvel of ancient surveying and astronomy. Its base forms a near-perfect square, with its four sides measuring almost exactly the same length. Even more astonishing is its alignment. The pyramid is oriented to the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with a tiny fraction of a degree of error. Achieving this level of accuracy today would require GPS, lasers, and advanced surveying equipment. How did the Egyptians, with their rudimentary tools, achieve it over 4,500 years ago? Theories suggest they used the stars. By tracking the movement of a single star across the night sky, they could have found true north with remarkable precision. Using simple sighting rods and plumb lines, they could then lay out a perfectly square base. This celestial alignment wasn't just for show. It was deeply tied to their religion. The pharaoh's soul was believed to ascend to the heavens to join the circumpolar stars, the stars that never set. The pyramid was a resurrection machine, a literal stairway to heaven, and its precise alignment was a crucial part of its function. The accuracy extends to the internal structure as well. The passages and chambers within the Great Pyramid are constructed with razor-straight lines and perfect angles. The descending passage, for example, maintains a consistent angle of 26 degrees for over 300 feet. This wasn't just good craftsmanship. It was engineering and planning on a level that seems almost otherworldly. It leaves us with a humbling thought. We often measure the past by our own technological standards, but the pyramid builders demonstrate that with profound knowledge, meticulous planning, and unwavering dedication, the seemingly impossible can be achieved. Just when we think we've started to understand these ancient structures, a new discovery reminds us how little we truly know. The pyramids are not static monuments. They are active archaeological sites still holding on to their secrets. In recent years, scientists have begun to use modern technology to peer inside the stones without moving a single block. A project called Scan Pyramids used a technique called muography, which detects cosmic ray particles to scan the internal structure of the Great Pyramid. In 2017, they announced a breathtaking discovery, a massive, previously unknown void, a hidden chamber located above the Grand Gallery. This space is at least 100 feet long, comparable in size to the gallery itself. What is it? What does it contain? We don't know. Its discovery has sent shockwaves through the world of Egyptology. Could it be a hidden construction chamber, a structural relief area, or perhaps a secret room containing scrolls or artifacts? No one has yet entered this void. It remains a tantalizing mystery locked away for millennia. These new findings prove that the story of the pyramids is far from over. Each discovery opens up new questions and forces us to reconsider what we thought we knew. The pyramids are more than just tombs for long-dead pharaohs. They are time capsules, complex puzzles built on a scale that defies our imagination. They represent the pinnacle of a civilization's ambition and faith, a testament to what humanity can achieve when united in a single monumental purpose. As the sun sets over the Giza Plateau, Casting long shadows that stretch like fingers across the sand, the pyramids hold their silence. They stand as humanity's greatest unfinished mystery, waiting for the day when their final secrets will be revealed. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of ancient Egypt. If you were fascinated by this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more explorations into the greatest mysteries of our past.